We're now going to be reviewing synchronization for our transactions that do not work on a continuous wireless network. This is going to just be a brief overview of those types of what additional features you'll have that must be understood prior to using those transactions. Those transactions include your fixed asset transaction, the mobile inventory transaction, and the mobile sales transaction. When you have those transactions, you're going to need to synchronize reference data to handle and manage the transactions just like you saw on any of the directly connected transactions, to have the same lookup capabilities and all the same features as you saw even if you're on a continuous network. In order to do so, in the lower right hand corner of your lower menu, you'll see that you'll have a sync button. You'll simply want to tap on that to access the screen to come into our synchronization. As it states at the top of the screen, this does require a network connection of some kind. This network connection can be wireless. It can be wireless through a cellular network if you have the appropriate hardware that supports that and the data plan in place, or it can be wireless over a standard 802.11 ABG network. The third option is being able to put your handheld into a cradle and then you have a cradle connection to your network. The best option for this is going to be acquiring an Ethernet connection through an Ethernet cradle or an Ethernet adapter, or you do have the other option through USB through a computer connection. Once you have that synchronization or once you had that network connection established, you'll have the button that simply says refresh reference data. You simply have to tap that button to go ahead and start refreshing your reference data. If for some reason you don't have a network connection, you will get notification through an error message. Otherwise, if you are connected, you'll be going out and grabbing all the information required for any of the transactions that need to be supported for your configuration setup. So this may take a few minutes to go through and do all of the synchronization for the different transactions. So this might be something you want to do at the start of the day. Launch your synchronization to refresh your reference data, go out and grab your coffee or go and check your emails and then come back to this. This is going to be based on how much data has to be refreshed. So if you have thousands of assets or thousands of customer records or thousands of inventory items, this may take several minutes. So you might want to go again, launch this and go and do other things prior to coming back, and then you're good to go and be able to complete this. As you're going through your synchronization process, you will get the Windows icon in the middle, and also at the bottom it will show you your process that you're currently at. As it's going through each of the different types of transactions, you can see some of them run quite quickly, some of them will take a little bit longer to go through, but it will go through and grab all the required information. In my system I've got assets I'm downloading, as well as my inventory stuff, as well as my sales stuff. So this will probably take a good anywhere between 5, maybe 10 minutes, maybe less, depending upon how fast your connection is as well. Once your data has been synchronized complete, you will get the message box that does pop up that tells you that your data has been refreshed. You can simply dismiss that by hitting the enter key or tapping on the continue on the screen. You are now ready to do your transactions the same as you would as if you were in the connected mode. There really isn't any difference except for you're working off a handheld database and not the live Dynamics GP database. Just know that if something was added to Dynamics GP after you did your synchronization, you'll not have access to that until you refresh your database again. So when we go through a transaction, as I mentioned, if you've gone through any of the other connected transactions, this is going to have the same look and feel as you would in any of the other transactions. If you were connected directly, you'll have the same lookup capabilities, you'll have all the same default settings available to you, and you'll have all of that information available as well. And so as we finish, you'll have that same review screen. And in this case, when you submit the transaction, that transaction's